Jarvis is to it. Jarvis to Hamilton, and he scores! Just a minute and 23 seconds in.
He's well off the angle, and that shot just goes right through.
And they spread it up high to shape that one time.
Svechnikov moves in the back end, and they score! Bang, bang, in Carolina.
And there's a perfect play. Looks like it goes off Bortuzzo there, trying to defend.
His net's up, and he usually takes his time, and he is creeping across the line. His net's up, waits, holds, and scores! Patience.
If you lose the puck, you're going to recover it. And Varlamov goes for the poke check, and that's all Kuznetsov wants. And as he does, he says, "You move first." He does, and he puts the puck right past him.
Now stops, centers it out in front of the shot. It hit a body in front. Bullock couldn't get it through. Back out for a shot. They score! Cizikas. Anderson was down. Shea's shot here is blocked. There's the shot. They score! Puck bounce right to Drury. He beats Varlamov. And it's 4-3 Carolina. Oh, look out here. They score again. Mason. Varlamov misplayed it behind the net. Mason takes advantage. And the Canes with a couple of goals separated by 8 seconds.
Saw Patrick Waugh there. You can't believe it. And they've had a couple bounces of the Carolina Hurricanes here tonight. And this one can't get any better for the Hurricanes. The puck's on the glass. Usually the goaltender stays in that scenario. As Varlamov goes behind, it's a perfect bounce for the Hurricanes. Right.
Cale Makar had a goal and an assist in that game, has 8 points in the series. McKinnon dropped it off for Rantanen, feathered it along for Cage. Backdoor, they score! The Chushkin again! Trennan tumbles through center, but jabbed it along. Duhaime fights for it below the goal line. Cogliano moved it back to the line. Manson toward the net with some traffic in front. Picked up by Trennan, slid back toward the net. Trennan scores! Here's Gabe Vilardi along the line. Jets now down a goal. Vilardi on the goal line, shadowed there by Makar. Ushered it out for Scheifele. He scores! Tied at 2!
That's a really bad feeling for Neil Pionk. He's trying to be in a good position in the back door, and that shot pass coming is too hard. It ricochets in, but it was a beautiful pass back to Lehkonen. He's trying to shoot it.
Working it back to the line for Taves with a shot. Score! On the tip in front.
Mikko Rantanen, we've talked about his scoring. A bit of a drought for him. He is not yet. Beautiful setup early in the game, the second period from Cale Makar, and here he does a good job. He goes to the front of the net, the tough area.
Up the wall, Morrissey pinched. Morrissey couldn't move it back, and here comes the speed of McKinnon with Rantanen. Backdoor! Score! They are electric.
He does a great job finishing, but how about this? Just the puck off the wall, and see you later. He comes in, and then the timing of it. He's got that deception. Right before he passes it, he cuts in. Looks like he's maybe going to cut in, and he cuts back, and then right.
Win this series, this Leafs organization is going to look different in October.
And they score off the face-off. Jake McCabe through some traffic, and a rare lead for the Toronto Maple Leafs this season against the Boston Bruins. You mentioned it. You'll win tonight for Toronto really would change the complexion of this series, given the blown 3-1 lead by Boston last year. Be a lot of pressure on Boston. They're tied. Trent Frederic off a bounce that came right out in front. 1-1 to score, third period in Game 5. Boston trying to end the series. Frederic stopped by Woll. Oh, what a beautiful save.
Joe Woll in the first period. Can't beat him here. Woll stretches right past as far as he can go for Rob Frederic.
Riley across for Lyubushkin. And now Tavares trying to skate away from Grzelcyk and cut in. One hands it out in front, and they score! Toronto wins it in overtime on a goal by Matthew Knies.
Tavares will beat Matt Grzelcyk around to the outside. Matthew Knies will come in unattended, and behind the Bruins defense off the Tavares rush, there's Matthew Knies. It's his first overtime playoff winner.
Taken by Joshua to the middle. Connor Garland leads into the backhand. Around, stops on a dime behind the goal, looking for a play. To Lindholm, and he's robbed by Saros. And Lindholm cannot believe it.
By Saros sliding on his knees to get back over there. And then what a play.
Released, lost the handle at center ice. It'll be Zadorov.
What a play that was. What execution in tight spaces. 3 passes at about 10 feet.
Driving in is Nikita Zadorov into the left circle. Fire scores! Nikita Zadorov breaks the ice. Canucks with a 1-0 lead.
Saros stayed on his feet. Oh, he's down there on his one knee off that post. There's all kinds of daylight upstairs. They've got to do that and establish their setup first. That's the hardest thing for them.
Josie in front, puck is loose underneath Sheilov. He cut down, now it's in. It is a power play goal. Roman Josi.
People back. Vancouver not paying attention to him. Let him just go through, and they make a great play through. And see, Sheilov has the puck. It's underneath him. He doesn't know where it is. And as he lays back, kind of doing a snow angel in the crease.
There's one to face off, and all alone in front was Nyquist. Couldn't reel that puck in. Nyquist turns out of the corner. Fires it up high. Carries back, score! And the Predators have a 2-1 lead.
He's fronting this puck, and he's worried about Hugh. He's worried about O'Reilly coming through. And just a perfectly placed shot by Carrier.